What's up with it, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Misfits Fox News. I am fresh off a flight back home, and we had some highlights at Misfits 8. We had a lot of highlights. We had poor old Nick getting pied in the face. We had some legitimate grilling rivalries that made the house hell during fight week. We had some legitimate drama during fight week, and we also had some amazing jokes.
He ain't got no dog in him. You got a frog in him or something, bro.
Go on. It seems like you and him are having like a... Nick is not a comedian. Hey, by the way, also, I know my bow tie is like crooked or whatever. I really just don't care. Also, I'm missing the sunglasses. They're literally right next to me, but I want to take this chance to look upon you with my own two eyes. That was something Nick would do. That shit that I just did right there, that lame ass. Whatever, bro. Listen. Point is, Nick ain't a comedian, but look. We already know what happened during fight week. Y'all was watching the content. We gotta talk about what happened on fight night. Gordon went and got his first victory against Unbear and then decided to call me out.
I'm ready to fight Bruce, DAO. I'm ready to fight Slim Jimmy, Fox the G. I'm ready to fight Breezy on Twitter. Everybody who wants to smoke, I'm ready to give it.
No, the hell you not ready to bring that smoke. Let's be for real here. You just put my name next to Twitter people. Like, you're talking about people that haven't boxed yet. You've been boxing for 2 months. As respectfully as I can be, I would murder you. I'm gonna get my leg injury checked today, see how much more time I have to take off, and if I can be back in time for October, if I can go from fighting like legitimate experienced amateur boxers to fighting corn from Twitter, I would be so happy. But hey, let's just move into the main card. This James fella got his ass beat by Brandon Herrera, but respect to him for taking the fight on short notice. Chase Tamore stepped in on 24-hour notice to fight Alan Belcher, and you simply have to respect it, bro. I mean, sure, he got stopped. I was right there. He was not hurt at any time. Okay, no, maybe he was hurt, but I mean, like, he wasn't rocked. Like, he wasn't about to go down. We learned that Chase Tamore has a chin. And then Anthony Taylor versus Paul Bamba. Yeah, dog. Yeah, we got robbed of a good fight. I still don't fully know what's going on. There's rumors going around. Oh, he failed his physical. He had an injury. He just simply pulled out. I don't know, but we'll work on that story as it develops. As for the Deen and Walid tag team, I think that was an amazing idea. I love seeing them have to team up with each other, and at some times they were actually cheering each other on. It was wholesome. Yeti Gang also showed that he was at the very top of the game as well. That was impressive. Just overall, that was the best display of boxing on the card. Deen and Willie did have a little scrap afterwards as well, but that's to be expected. It really just hypes up the rematch even more. And I get the feeling that we're going to see that sooner rather than later. Now let's talk about the main event. Now, as somebody that spent the entire week in a house with these boys, I was not expecting them to sling leather like that. These boys went in there, and at the start of the fight, Swarms literally had drool coming down because of how hard he was going. Pause. I'm talking about the fight, bro. Swarms feels like he won the fight. It was definitely between him and Nick. Swarms shouldn't have tagged out at the end of the fight because that's where Nick came in and rocked Ryan Johnston, which ultimately secured him the dub. Because on top of that, they couldn't touch Nick. That's a pretty common theme that I'm noticing. People just struggle to land on Nick. So yeah, congratulations to Nick. The only thing I would say about that four-way thing was I don't think we had enough rounds. You know, it's supposed to be last man standing and every man was standing. And we were just getting to the point, I feel, where people would start not standing, as you could see by Nick piecing them up. But yeah, man, overall, really good card for what they had to work with. You know, as Ma'am said, this card had been cursed from the start, even before it was announced. The main event changed like 10 times. So much happened, you know. None of this card went to plan. There were 2 pullouts on fight week, one of them realistically on fight day or the day before. Yeah, they really had a lot of adversity to work through, but I feel like they did a good job. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Misfits Fox News. We are officially back. Sorry about not getting too much during fight week, but I was kind of focused on the Misfits manner. Make sure to subscribe to the Misfits channel. You know where to find me, and deuces.